Hey, Brett, what's happening? My pole barn. It's where the motorhome's going to set. Be over on this side, actually. They're going to come tomorrow and do some more work on it, but it'll be sitting over here on this side, backed in here. So I'm going to have room that I can put my. Then over here will be the car. Then I'm putting a loft in here with a step, and I'm building me a YouTube studio. Back here will be a YouTube studio in this area right here. So I'm gonna have me a YouTube studio, a designated area. But they got to put a door right here. There's gonna be an entry door right here. There's gonna be two windows over here. Then where this big hole is, we had an issue. I did a premiere yesterday, and I wasn't commenting because they cut my phone wire. So I had no phone or internet. So you can see it down there. So that's why that hole's there. Plus there's a two post schedules sitting here. So they cut my phone and internet. So I lost my internet connection during my premiere. So I couldn't comment. Actually, no, it's not, Brett. You want to see it? There's my cart. There's the beast sitting there. I'll show you it. What it is we sold Polaris, and it's an outlaw, but it started its life as a 90cc up a kit and put in it and made it into what they call a stage 4 engine, which I have to run race. I run a high octane fuel with an octane booster, but then it's piped in that, so it'll do over 50 miles an hour easy now. But right here it is. It runs a 20-inch wheel on a tire on the front on aluminum rim, and it's running 10-inch wheels, tens, I think tens. I put them on it. I don't remember now. I'll pull it out here. It's a race setup anyway. It's running an 18-inch in the back. It's running 18, so it's a the engine. You kind of see it. It's not your stock engine in it. Horsepower wise, it's probably 18 horse. 18 horsepower is what it is. So yeah, it's a small one, but you can see how big it is. You can see it's not your typical small quad. It runs, it's piped. Obviously I use AMSOIL in it. It's piped. Right there's the pipe. It's got a Flying Machine Factory pipe on it. So it's all piped and everything else. So you can see the back. Don't let its size fool you. No, it was a 90 stock. It was a 90cc because they had a 90, then they went to the 110s. Then you can get a. I ordered the kit aftermarket. It's yeah. I've driven a 525. There's actually one up here. This is really fast for its size. Don't let it fool you. I've driven the kit. It's in it is a what they call a stage 4, which means it's got a Wisco. It's overboard, poured and polished ports on it, and it's been milled. So it's running a larger jug. Then in turn, it's got a larger carburetor on it, larger manifold, and the exhaust is in larger diameter. So that's why it has that sound to it because of the exhaust. But it's yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy fast for its size. Put it that way. Um, what's really cool about it is if you run it on the trails, I can slide it around. I can go anywhere with it. And like I say, I bought this thing brand new, and I put it together for my wife, and she doesn't like to ride. So at the time I bought this, I had another ATV, and I sold that one. So this noticed with YouTube, people like these kind of videos. So I just started. Well, I'll put a camera on, a mic on me, and I'll run it around. So that's what I've been doing. So, and how old do you think this thing is? That is the next question I'm gonna ask everybody. You can see the condition of it. I bought it brand new. I'm gonna play a game with you. Let's see if you guys can guess the year of this thing. There's the front tire, and right here, there's the backs. Like say, right there's the exhaust. You can see the engine here of it. I'm great. And right there's the front of it. And right there's the front of it. Oh, this has got aftermarket everything on it. The air cleaner, everything on it. The air cleaner is aftermarket. Actually has a velocity stack built into it. The air cleaner setup in it, so it has a velocity stack on it too as well. Yeah, this is it's not as small as you think. You can see the front. There's the badging. This is a 2007. Yeah, this is a 2007 Polaris Outlaw. Just waiting to go into its new home as soon as they get it built, but it's gonna have more. There's my fat bike sitting there, by the way. I did bring it up. It's waiting for. I'm gonna do some more work on it. I got another $150 worth of parts I got to put into it, but it does run. I was gonna do another ride. I may do one tomorrow. Do another trail. Oh, Yamaha Warrior. I actually drove one. I drove a Yamaha Lakota 350. Then I drove a Yamaha. Oh man, this is a sport quad. My nephew has a 700 Raptor. I think it's a Raptor 700. 7 or 800 Raptor. That was just nuts. I drove that too. But yeah, this thing here I bought brand new for my wife. And hour wise, it ain't got nothing on it. I've been putting more hours on it last couple weeks up here. Last week, I should say, than it's had all in the last year and a half. Normally, it sits back there in the corner. I have it sitting back in the corner, but I'm starting to ride it, get it out, and ride it around. Those green things on the fenders, I remember my past permit. I had to put them on there to run it on the roads up here and also go out into the woods. So but this is what I ride in my videos right here. And it's called, it is considered a stage 4. Stage 4 is as big as you can go with this engine, short of pulling the engine out and putting something else in it. So it's a stage 4 kit. That's why they call it that. And you can see the rims on this side again. These are aluminum rims with what they call hole shot tires. Yeah. You know what? There's not too many Banshees running around in here. Most everybody did the 4-stroke setups or dirt bikes. So most people run 4-strokes up here. Right there's my graphics. On it. But yeah, a lot of people they don't, you know, they run them up here. Right there sits my motorhome. I got videos out on that. It's sitting right here right now. We're gonna make one more trip with it probably here this year. Then we're gonna winterize it. I'm gonna winterize it. Then when the pole barn done, it's gonna get put in with the pole barn. It's gonna go in one bay of the pole barn and be stored there in the wintertime. This is my kayak trailer. Yeah, well you know why they do that, Brett? See, I'm an engine guy. If you got a Banshee, most Banshees are piped. They run the dual pipes, obviously. If they got crappy low end torque, it's because the jetting's not right on them. You have to jetting. I mean, even that one in there, even though it's a 4-stroke, and it's, you know, after all the work, you still have to set up the jetting. So I had to order what they call finger drills, and I literally took the jets out and took these finger drills and drilled out the jets so that they would to get it where it needed to be for fuel and airflow. And so I had to do that to it. So you can't just put pipes on there. And it's like typically the dealerships, if you buy these things new, you know, the Banshees, when they sold them, they were piped. They're going to set them up so they're really fat. The reason for that is if they set them up, they'll run a little leaner. Then if something happens to it, then they got to pay for warranty on it. So they would set them up to run a little fat, which would make them really nasty, bad on low end torque, you know, at the low end. So what you end up doing to make them run right is to lean them out. This one here is right on the line as far as where you run it. Any more, lean it, and there's always a chance you could do something to it. So I run an octane booster through it, and I run 93, so it's running about 103, 104 octane fuel through it. So that's the only trouble with it, is you got to run that fuel through it. But you run that fuel through it, that makes it a whole lot faster. Yeah, that's because the way the Warrior, that's difference in the quads. The Banshee's a 2-stroke for one thing, and the Warrior most likely was a 4-stroke or is a 4-stroke. So that's a difference in the engines. It gets down to it, but yeah, we were just sitting out here. Man, I got some more stumps to take out. Got a stump right there. Yeah, once they get the pole barn done, they said within 2 weeks they'll be out of here. That's a cement floor poured. Then I got to get with Kurt, my landscaper, and he's going to come over here And right where that telehandler, change it around, that orange piece of equipment there is, that whole driveway has to be tapered. I have to bring in like 4 truckloads of gravel, road gravel, to build that whole thing up. Then he's got to pack it down so I can put the motorhome in. So, yeah. So, but got rocks, and I hate rocks. I mowed this. But yeah, the pole barn is in. They said tomorrow they're coming back tomorrow, and I did drone it. So they're coming back tomorrow, and they're going to put the roof trusses on and everything else. Get that part, and they may even start putting the metal on it tomorrow. I've called a guy today who's going to come over. He's the motorhome's going to set on that side, and the car will be over there. And in the back corner, I'm going to have a studio set up YouTube channel for my live stream. I'm actually going to have I'm going to build a studio back there. So, and then right here, these are the these are my trusses. These are going to sit on top. And those beams on top is what the trusses are going to sit on. Like I say, this area here, it's got to be built up. So I can get my motorhome over there in here. It's really something is I haven't seen no deer come through yet. Then right there's this is a telehandler. And they're going to use this to set the trusses. I actually drove this thing. I actually parked it here for them. So this is a Skytrax, but this is how they're going to put the trusses up on there. They'll just pick them up with this and walk them up there and set them. And but right here's the trusses. Then they got a man basket here. There's my big ass rock. That rock here is 3,000 pounds right there. And when it's done, then they got equipment sitting in my yard out here. But yeah, so this is all the pole barn stuff. You got sheets of plywood laying there I just picked up today for them. Then over here, this is still some of the lumber for it. All this lumber here. Then right here's the floor drain because it's going to get a cement floor in it. So here's to put a center floor drain in it. And here's the PVC pipe for it. And we picked up these 2x6s for them. Then right here is the steel. These are the sides for the pole barn, the sides and backs. Here's your the roof basically, and your soffits and everything else is sitting here. That plywood there, that's to reinforce. Up here at this end here, there'll be a center. Right over in this area here, there'll be 2 more posts put in the ground, and beams, I should say. And that plywood is going to reinforce this end of the building. It'll reinforce this end of the building here, so it doesn't do what they call racking. That's where the building flexes side by side and stuff. Because I'm putting in a 12 by 12 foot door here, and we're putting a 10 by 10. And also for all you guys who are out there that were at my premiere yesterday, I apologize. You guys lost me. We had an issue. If you look down this hole, see that cable right there? See that cable? And over here, they were drilling the holes because there's 2 beams going to go in here. They cut my phone line, so I lost my internet. So during my live stream for the ride yesterday, if you didn't see me replying, it's because I couldn't reply to you. They cut the phone line. So I had to have the phone company come out today, and they repaired the line. and they made it big enough so they can pull it out of the way, because so they can put the posts in. And basically over here, see these two big long posts laying right here? These are going to go in that hole. These are the two posts for that hole. Then on each side will be well, this side here will be a 12 foot by 12 foot door. Then the other side is going to be 10 foot by 10 foot. Then the entry door is going to come off the back where I got my temporary steps set up right now. And we're going to put what they call a breezeway. So this will be attached to the back of the house, back door of the house. So you'll be able to come out of the house right into here without going outside. So, yep. And everybody knows what this is. Here's my off-road cart, affectionately known as the Beast. It's sitting here. And yes, I did drive it up there. But it's got I think it's like a 418 motor in it. It started its life with a 301 cc. Now it's like 418 cc. I don't leave nothing stock. So right there's the engine in it. And that ducting right there above the engine, what that does is there's a blower system on here. And when we're running it slow, I flip that on there and it sucks all the hot air away out of the engine bay out the back. So this is basically a 418 cc motor in here. But you can see all of there's the key for it. I got a switch this for the blower, my oil pressure light, so if it gets low on oil, it lets me know. This light here is for my lights, running lights. You got a throttle, you got a brake. Right here's how you shift it. These are down here, the air intakes for the engine. This is my choke. And it's sitting on 20-inch wheels on 10-inch rims. So it's got a 6-inch lift kit on it. So it's like 27 inches from the floorboard to the ground. Right there, about 27 inches. Oh yeah, I got a horn. Right there's a horn. It's got a horn on it. So, and it's got a back seat if you want to ride on the back. I can carry passengers on it. And this is a trail pass for our association. That's where I'm at, Whiskey Creek Condo Association in Michigan. Then these are my passes to go out in the woods and run around, just like I do with a little quad. I gotta have them on here. This is considered an ATV, an all-terrain vehicle. It's not really a golf cart no more. It's far from it. So they consider it a ATV, or as we affectionately call it, a poor man's side-by-side. But yeah, they'll be back at it tomorrow to work on this. Probably tomorrow the roof trusses will be up. It's possible they're going to have the beams in here, because then when they get all that done, then they'll put the floor drain in. They're just going to run it out that side and cap it and end it out there outside the building. Then we're going to pull that stump out on the other side, and we're just going to run the drain straight over, because I own over the hill here. I own there's 2 acres of land here roughly, and I own the woods just behind here, but I own down the hill here. So we're just going to take this. Oh, you got a storm coming? Wow. But this stump is going to come out. Then the floor drain will come over, and we'll just run it, and it'll just drain out over in here somewhere, over into here. Then that stump there, I got somebody up here actually wants that thing, so he's going to come over with his loader and pick it up and take it out of here. And but I own way down there where you can see where it's stopped not being mowed. I own to that point, and I go into the woods. So, but yeah, there's everything sitting here. Tomorrow they'll be back at it to get more done. They did all this today, actually. They come yesterday and they dug the holes, put the concrete in it for the footings. They come today and they did all this in one day. Squared it up, put it up, and everything else. So these upright boards there that they'll do is they will cut about a foot off them. You going next door? Okay. I'll be over in a few. And these are just in there right now. They do this to help keep everything square and straight until they can get the ridge beams up there and the roof trusses. But I just want to say again, if you was at my premiere yesterday, I don't remember. I think Sonny was there for a while. Tina, Lady Coach. I watched the replay so I could see who all was there, and we had a couple new people pop in. Murad was there as well. I wasn't commenting because I couldn't comment. I had no internet. I had no phone line. You see, obviously we got it working again because when they were doing this, they cut my phone line. So during my premiere, that's when my line got cut. So, but you know it happened. So if anybody was in there wanting to talk to me, I apologize. It wasn't an intentional thing on their part, and I don't ignore nobody. I try to treat everybody fairly, just like I'd want to be treated. So, but yeah, so what can I say? If you were there, I apologize, but there's really nothing I could do about it. I took a picture of it because I'm gonna put it on Instagram, but my Instagram. But down there, you look in the hole, you can see where they fixed the wire right there. That's my phone line. So they repaired it, and it's good as new. So obviously, because I'm live streaming right now. So, but that's why during the premiere, I wasn't commenting. I got shut off. So, but so this is gonna be our pole barn. We're done, and actually, I got room behind if I ever decide to, and I need more room on the outside here. I could sneak a little addition or something off the back here if I needed more room for storage. So, like I say, they're still working on it. They said within 2 weeks for sure, everything will be done. So, this is the view from the back, how big it'll be. So, it'll be good size. Right there's the house, like I say. This eventually, there'll be a doorway right about, probably dead nut center right here. Right about in here, they'll put a doorway right in here. Then over here, we'll probably put a window in this area, as well as we'll put one. I don't think I'm gonna put one in the back corner. We'll probably put one here and one there. We'll put both windows here and leave that alone because don't really need a window there. I know my wife will probably change my mind, but so. But, yep, so. All right, guys, I'm probably going to end this and go join my wife and hang out with our friends. We're going to see them. They're going to go home Saturday, and we won't see them up here till next summer unless we go to visit them at their house. So I'm probably going to end this live. I just want to put that up there. Oh yes, by the way, there's another reason I wanted to put on here. How many people would like to live stream with their cell phone right now that are under 1,000? If you're out there and you listen very carefully, you can live stream now. They done away with the 1,000 requirement. So anybody out there, Ellie, well, he's already at 1K, but anybody out there that's listening in, it's under 1,000 subscribers, you can live stream with your mobile device now. YouTube has relaxed that now, so you can live stream. You don't need to be at 1K to use your phone. So I just wanted to put that out there, let everybody know too. So if anybody watches this in replay, if you're under 1K, you can live stream with your cell phone, just like I'm doing here. So, yep, they've relaxed it. So now, everybody can go back to doing it. So just wanted to put that out there too before I left. I'm kind of hanging tight to see if I see any Bambi deer, but I don't see any deer out right now. So running around. Normally they come in the yard. I had a mama and a baby. Well, I ended up with 8 or 9 deer in the yard last night, but not seeing them today. So, but anyway, guys, I'm probably going to end this at this, and I will catch everybody on my next live. I may do one on the computer here. I just got to decide when. And I'm sorry I've been kind of AWOL. I've been trying to get videos up there. They say keep putting the videos up. That's what I've been trying to do. But I'm kind of AWOL because you can see for obvious reasons I've been really busy. So thanks everybody for coming in. And I'll probably see you in the next one. And if you're new to my channel, as always, please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell for future updates, as well as pick a video and share it to your friends. So I will see everybody on my next live. Bye-bye.